Hi, everyone. This video is about the various grids that our class will work through as they progress through the year. Um, Generally, it works like they start down in this level one and they progress through these level one from A through E at the most, and then they move up to level two and then level three, etc. Okay. The You actually have access to this. You can see it, you can view it. The only thing you cannot access is these things that say assignment or quiz, because those are direct links to Google Classroom, which you have to be actually be part of the school to view it. But I did make these directions completely available to everybody so you can take a look at it. So let's break down this one activity right here. So students would start here, and if they needed to look at the directions, they can click on this and it'll bring up a directions sheet. And generally, the directions will give what the assignment name is, what the learning intention is, what is the success criteria. In other words, success criteria is how do I know that I understand this information and I've achieved it. Detailed directions as to what they're supposed to do. Usually, I will have a video link here, a tracking sheet, and the tracking sheet is explained in a different video, but these are what they should have while they're working. Um, It'll say who's assessing them. So most of the time, it's at least a self-assessment, and this one is also a peer assessment, so they're going to share it with each other. And how will it be assessed? Is it complete? Is it complete or not? Some of them are going to be more detailed with a rubric. In fact, I can show you this little pull-down menu. These are various things that they might actually have to do. How are they allowed to collaborate? So some parts are individually done while others are collaborative. Each assignment, has a different degree of collaboration that's allowed. Some are strictly completely by themselves, and some are really must be done in a group. And then what do they have to do to turn it in? So you can see in this one, they have to take a photo of their handwritten notes. They have to complete a Flipgrid reflection and then press turn in on Google Classroom. Okay, going back to this. So when they achieve those things, they turn it in, they move on to the next one. When they achieve this, they move on to the next one, and then the next one, etc. At the end of every level, there is a mastery check. There's a quiz or some sort of assessment that says, do they know the information on this level? And they cannot continue until they have met the 80% basic level to continue. Now, let's say they do not get that level. Let's say they get a 75. Then they'll have to retest. Usually, the two of us would meet together and discuss what they need to do a retest. Usually, going back, figuring out what they missed, what they got wrong, etc., and then they could retest again. And when they do that, they move on to the next level. So in here too, in purple, I have various target dates. These are dates that if they are staying on those targets, then they will achieve the minimum requirement of finishing level 3 by the end of the unit. You can see this level is done on October 15th, or this grid is done. And you notice there's no target dates on these because these are above and beyond the minimum. And I encourage them to do so. And in the end, when they have their grade conference with me, they will actually have more leverage for a higher grade at that point when they are consistently and continuously achieving these higher levels. Okay, but they do have to achieve this because there'll be a summative test at the end of level 3 on October 15th, and it's going to be on these first 3 levels. These other things will help them, encourage them for a deeper understanding, etc. Okay. Also notice I put Infinite Campus on these. These are the things that will appear in Infinite Campus. If they do not get to level 4, it'll be listed. This level will be listed as excused, so it will not affect any kind of category grade. But if they do, then I'll put a grade in there for it. Okay. And if they achieve a level, they get 100 on it. And it's similar to what I would say is like passing a driver's test, or a lawyer passing the bar exam, or a doctor passing the medical exams. So if they get the minimum standard, they get full credit. And that's kind of how this mastery idea works. So they master level 1, then they master level 2, then they master level 3. So there is a lot of like self-paced, but I'm there every step of the way, giving them feedback, helping them out. I'm also trying to give like little tutorial videos on each one of the assignments and what they're supposed to do. And they can reach out to me, they can reach out to their classmates to try to figure out all this information out. But we do have like these kind of start and end times for every single grid. So I hope that is helpful to you to understand how the grids work. And feel free to reach out to me if you would like more information on how this works and directly about your own particular student.